I didn't have a lot of good luck with I don't think the ladies found
Your
my
shirt's
t-shirts
funny.
charming.
Oh, bro, it
Yeah,
wasn't the shirts.
that was part of it.
That poster in my kitchen. Yeah, that one of your shirt. The poster
Send
version.
nudes.
Yeah.
The only problem with that, I don't know. Do you think? Speaking of that, do you think? I don't want to go too much off topic, but do you think men in their late 20s and early 30s, do you think we've come to an age where we've kind of outgrown these t-shirts and these posters in our apartments and stuff, or you think we're still at a good age to do it?
Mm,
You're talking to someone that has a poster of Spider-Man behind him and fucking comic books.
No. But I think comic books are respectable. These are like asshole t-shirts. You know, when I was right out of high school, I remember my first semester of college. Uh, my closet consisted of like 12 t-shirts, and all of them had like fucking idiotic slogans. I remember one was like, uh, those like, don't, I'm sarcastic, or some
yeah,
bullshit like that.
those. I was
I
about to
remember my
say, I'm
favorite.
like the sarcastic ones were the big ones, and I remember in high school, some guy got in trouble because he had one that said FBI, but on the bottom it said female body inspector, and they told him you can't wear that.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
I
be honest, that
remember
was
there
you,
was.
right?
Yeah, that was you. And it's Eagle Pack.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
was
tug.
me. Y'all caught me.
Yeah, I had one with two pigs, and one of the pigs was eating like bacon, and then it just said on top like, "Come on, man," like a bubble. Come on, man, you can't do that or some shit. Like idiotic fucking.
Mhm.
And as I mean, granted, because guilty pleasure of mine, Dane Cook movies. I don't know why, bro. Like I don't know why. I remember Employee of the Month.
I like that one.
That's an amazing movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there was another one that he did with the guy from American Pie. It wasn't Good Luck Chuck. Another amazing movie, but that wasn't Good Luck Chuck. It was called. I don't remember what it was called, but pretty much the fucking idiotic plot was that Dane Cook's job. This was his job. Like this was his source of income. Let's say my girlfriend left me, and so I would hire Dane Cook's character. Now I don't know why I liked it, dude. It's so dumb. I would hire Dane Cook's character to take her out on a date, but be like a horrible date, like be a shitty date, so that she would realize that was she lost, and she would come back to me. And apparently he had like 100% like success. Like every time he would take a girl out, it was so bad that the girl would go back to like the guy that hired him.
I remember that one. I never saw the movie. I think it's called. Yeah, here we go. It's called My Best Friend's Girl.
My Best Friend's Girl, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah,
anyways, I started talking about that because Dane Cook in his movie, well, at least in that movie, he would wear like dumb. It's because Dane Cook was cool. Say what you want about him today, like back in the early to mid 2000s, like he was a cool guy. And I know that he sold out like Madison Square Garden like nights in a row. And I'm not a big stand-up comedy guy. Like I just don't find it's not my cup of tea. I don't find stand-up comedy amusing. But I think Dane Cook was pretty good at it. Like his delivery, like storytelling and shit. Mm-hmm. And he was a cool dude, and he would wear t-shirts like with stupid ass phrases. And I remember one was like, it was like the Disney Mickey Mouse slogan, but it said Mickey Rat. And it was like the Mickey Mouse with a fucking snout of a rat. And I don't know, just shit like that. And I thought I was gonna be cool too, but yeah, I didn't have a lot of good luck with I don't think the ladies found my my t-shirts
funny.
charming.
Oh, bro, it wasn't the shirts.
That was part of it. It was part of it. Trust me, had I worn like fucking Versace and Rolexes, I might have had better luck. So I think the wardrobe does make a difference. I don't know why you make that fit. You don't think so? If I went to Tammy you wearing a Rolex and show up like in a fucking Mercedes and like fucking Versace shirts
No.
with a wallet full of fucking hundreds.
I mean,
don't
no,
know.
dude.
I think it would. I think it would influence. I think it would. I could have some influence.
Again, this is in the 1970s, dude.
It's like he saw the Dane Cook movie and believed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like, that could be me.
that could be me. I mean, it's never too late, to be honest with you, because I think Dane Cook, when he did that movie, he was like in his mid-30s.
Yeah, probably.
So I still have a few ways to go before I hit that age, and I could probably like at least test it out. I mean, take out a girl like on a shitty date.
Well, like, I mean, he does that in Employee of the Month also.
And in Good Luck, Chuck.
Yeah, he takes Jessica Simpson to like a
So
date
it's-
at the store that they work
Oh,
at.
that's right. But she found it charming though.
It was still a shitty date.
I know, but she found but yeah, I mean, I guess she found it charming.
Mhm.
I don't give a fuck about Dane Cook, to be quite honest with you. I just thought he
You
was
just talk
cool.
about him like for 15 minutes, dude.
Yeah, you just
Talking about Dane
He's
Cook.
talked about him for
Yeah, I don't
what's
give a
the
fuck
clock
about it.
say? Like 5 minutes.
So for our audience, every time Jose says like, I don't give a fuck about this, after he talks about the subject for like 15 minutes, he gives a fuck about it.
Yeah, but so I got it. It's because I got it for $5 too, at Five Below. Not a sponsor, but
That's a good deal.
I like it. Send
Yeah.
send nudes.
Yeah. Funny enough, I think I saw that same shirt at Five Below also.
Yeah, there's a Five Below and Eagle Pass. Really?
No, I mean when I went to a Five Below.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Right away, no.
No, I didn't mean it that way.
Mhm, no.
Is there one in
Now, wait,
Laredo?
There is, I
Yeah.
think.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Isn't it next to that store, the Second and Charlie, or what's it called? Second and
Second and
Charles.
Charles.
Yeah.
Second and Charles.
Yeah.
Anyways, to our topic.
Mhm.
Serious. Like our serious
What's our
topic of the
topic?
day would be. Oh yeah. So yeah. So domestic violence against men. I mean, it's on the news. It's everywhere. The Johnny Depp. Did I ever tell you that if I ever became a porn star? Last side note, I promise. If I ever became a porn star, I'm undecided between Johnny Depp or Nicolas Rage. Like those two, like those two would be my my stage names. Because I was gonna go with Johnny Depp, but I think that's a little too on the nose.
And it's
You
probably already taken.
Told us this. No, yeah, no. You told us this
Look it up.
backstage before, like either the dinner party or the nerd. But we were backstage, and you mentioned it,
True. Yeah.
and somebody looked it up, and I'm gonna be honest.
It was him.
I think
Somebody
it was
looked it up.
Gil. Gil looked it up and went, "Oh, it's taken."
Oh, when you said I think it was Gail, I thought you meant that Gil had that name taken.
Oh,
Like that,
yeah,
like
that-
he was
that's
like
what-
he was Johnny.
No,
like
yeah,
he was
that's
Johnny.
what I meant. Why did
Yeah.
you guys mean that he looked it up on IMDb? No, it meant like him. He was like,
But
guys,
which
he's
one was
like, I
taken
got
though?
it. Deep, I think.
So let's do the responsible thing. Let's do new incognito Google, because I don't even want to Johnny.
Dude, I
Depp.
already have a AEW wrestler covered in lube, so I could have just looked it up. No shame.
Let me see. So when I don't know why Johnny Depp exists, because when I put Johnny Depp, it takes me to Johnny Depp.
Is there like an IMDb for porn?
For pornos,
Now let me see Johnny Depp.
I wouldn't be shocked if IMDb just has porn stars on it.
That's true.
Try and look one up.
No, it keeps talking about. Bro, John E. Depth was born on March 3, 1971. It's on IMDb.
There it
There you go. There
is.
you go.
He is an actor. He is an actor and director, and that's all it says. But I don't think like a regular actor would be called John E. Depth.
But you know what?
But
Maybe that's like the closest you can get to the name for like
you
legal
know what?
reasons.
Let me put John E. Depth. Oh my god. Images. I mean, it's a
So we went from talking about religion to like you watching porn while we're doing the podcast.
no. I'm not watching porn. It's
We
a guy, but he's like fully clothed. But then
And that's
the first
disappointing.
link, like yeah, I know, right? When I put images, it's fully clothed dude, but it does give me a Pornhub link that I'm not gonna click on.
Mm.
Should I click on? I'm not gonna click on.
Another
Just
name that
save
you
it
can
for later.
use, like it's a reference for our Mexican fan base. Brad Pittin. You remember that? Eugenio Derbez.
Yeah.
We're trying to
What's he
do
been up
something
to?
with
Isn't
Dane
he
Cook.
doing Derbez really?
No,
I
no,
don't
he
know.
meant like.
It was a serious
for the
question.
name.
I don't know because I know that he's been on like on social media recently. I know that he's been promoting some shit.
I
but
know
don't
he did a show on Amazon Prime called LOL,
Mhm.
and the gimmick was that they had like comedians in like a room, and they weren't allowed to laugh. If you laughed, you got eliminated, and it was until
Okay.
there was like one person standing, and it was based off like a Japanese show that does the exact same thing. I saw a few episodes of it, and yeah, they don't go as hard as the Japanese version. Like the Japanese one is like legitimately like those comedians go like almost as far as like the Jackass guys, if you will.
Mhm.
And in the Eugenio Derbez version, the LOL, like it really is just like kind of tame. It's just them just saying jokes, really,
Yeah.
and a lot of them don't land. And like in the Japanese one, every episode, like someone either laughs, gets eliminated, so there's constantly stuff happening. And in this one, you go through like 3 episodes and no one's eliminated, and it's like, really, like, come
Yeah.
on, like I want to see people laugh. That's the gimmick, right?
Yeah.
And you could see that, like, just it's like, damn, like either just none of these people are funny or they're just not laughing. I don't know, like I don't know what it is. It was just weird, but yeah, it was on Amazon Prime.
And then he's been doing movies in the U.S. and actually he wanna. I mean, not the movie. One of the movies he came out won an Oscar. What's it called? Um, Coda or
I'm
something
looking
like
at
that.
his Coda, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And he was one of the main guys.
Not like
he
a
was one of the
main guy.
stars?
He was a side character, but like he had like a big part in the film.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think I didn't see it.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that movie.
No, it was like a Indian. Like it wasn't shown like in a lot of theaters.
Oh, okay. And yeah, because I saw it when we did the Oscars episode that we were looking them up. I remember I'm like, dude, I haven't even heard of half of these movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was just like, yes. But
I think there's gonna be good movies nominated for the next year.
yeah,
For the next Oscars.
Yeah.
you know, let's hope so, and let's see if no one gets slapped this year.
I know, right? Yeah. Oh, we didn't talk about it, right? To be honest, I don't give a shit. I genuinely don't give a shit. I mean, two fucking millionaires getting into like a cat fight. Get the fuck out of here.
Speaking of fighting, did y'all hear that some guy like tackled Dave Chappelle a few days ago?
Yeah, I I read a headline. I honestly also don't give a fuck about Dave Chappelle. I'm not. It's because I'm not a stand-up comedy guy.
No,
I think I've said that.
so I saw the video footage of when they like were taking the guy out like in an ambulance on a stretcher. Dude, they fucked that fool up.
Really?
Yeah, like he's all like chingueteado, his arms like fucking dislocated. Like
Oh
no,
my god.
they fucked that fool up.
Well, I
Is
mean,
Dave
it's because
Chappelle a big
think
guy?
about it. Like, if he had done it to like a white comedian, like yeah, he just get detained. But like he did it to a black
Yeah.
comedian, dude. Like
Yeah.
he has some friends that
Yeah.
were gonna be like, let's fuck him up.
Yeah, like yeah, this
Yeah.
dude has like an entourage of like 30 plus people, and they
Yeah.
all just like wailed on this dude.
I mean, even him, because I saw the footage. Even him, like Dave Chappelle, I think he wanted to like fucking fight him.
To fuck him up.
Shit.
Because he made a joke about the Will Smith thing when it, like in the video.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Rock.
That's why he was tackled. Or who made a joke about it?
Chris Rock.
No,
Oh,
when,
okay.
Yeah, like
No, because I think he was there like for like a guest. I don't know. He was there, and then like after everything happened, like he went on stage, and then he said like, "Was that Will Smith?"
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, I'm not a big fan of Dave Chappelle. But yeah. Anyways, our topic of the day. So it's been on the news. Johnny Depp. I was tempted to say Depp. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, formerly married. They're on trial. Apparently, I'll be honest with you, I haven't been keeping up, but I do know that it's a trial because she wrote like an op-ed of how he was like abusive or some shit,
Yeah.
and apparently it was the other way around, or that's like the trial right now, that
hmm
who was like the bad person in the
Yeah,
relationship.
it's a defamation case. Basically, she wrote some stuff about him. He's saying it's not true, and that's basically what the case is about. It's
And that
just-
it cost him his like career or some shit.
yeah. And I know there's like they're like pushing Warner Brothers to get Amber Heard removed from the new Aquaman movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so far they haven't said like whether or not they are gonna remove her from the movie. The only thing that like someone who worked on the movie like said is that they're like, guys, Amber Heard's only in the movie for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So people are kind of making big fuss for nothing, but others are fighting back that, well, if she's only in the movie for 10 minutes, it should be easier to like edit her out.
Cut her out. Yeah.
hmm And I just feel like Warner Bros. Has just been having really shitty luck lately with its casting because when the whole thing was coming out, they scrubbed Johnny Depp from that new Fantastic Beast movie and they replaced him with Mads Mikkelsen. Then they did the Army of the Dead movie and they replaced Krista Elia's character with another actor. It was another comedian. I don't remember her name. And then now you have this with Amber Heard, and so
Yeah.
they're probably going to replace her. So that's like 3 movies
And then
back
the guy
to
that's playing
back.
Flash, right?
Flat. There you go. 4.
Yeah.
And the thing with him is his movie's not even out yet, and like, god dang, because this is the first time he's like smacked people either. It's happened before. He just
But we
can't
did it twice. Yeah.
his hands
yeah,
to himself.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, I think they said statistically, like if you live in Hawaii, you're more likely to get attacked by him than you are by a shark.
Holy shit.
So that's how dangerous it is. But I mean, I guess just to swing it back to the topic. So yeah, the really troubling thing she said, it's not her pooping on the bed. I know that's the thing that everybody like targeted on.
Mhm.
But the real thing that she said that is definitely the scary part is that there's audio of Amber Heard telling Johnny Depp, like, sure, like, tell him that, like, I hit you and I abused you. No one's gonna believe you. And that is definitely, like, the scariest part about the whole thing because I mean, it's basically true. I mean, we saw it firsthand when the story first came out. Yeah, Johnny Depp lost a whole bunch of work, and he
Yeah, that's
got
pretty much
cut
what
from
happened.
that fantastic movie. So it pretty much just proved the point that she made. So she basically like, and this was like shortly after the Me Too movement. So she really did weaponize it on like on him, even though like it from the looks of it, because again the case is still ongoing and
Yep.
she's barely taking the stand, so we're barely gonna hear her side of the story. But from the looks of it, it really is like no, yeah, like she just weaponized the movement, and then that, and it's gonna push it back because now, because I mean we always had this problem with like victim blaming,
Uh-huh.
and now this is gonna escalate even further. They're like, oh, who's to say she's not lying about it? Like, look at that Amber Heard chick; she lied about Johnny Depp, and yeah, it just created a whole mess.
Yeah. I mean, and it also I don't know about I don't know how much I personally care about public opinion. Like, cause I hear that like, oh, how would you like it? Like if they accused you of rape or abuse. I mean, the burden of proof is um on the prosecution, right? So if you can't prove that I fucking killed some, or I mean, I hit someone, like you can't detain me.
Mhm.
So I think that here it's important to distinguish between like public opinion and like the law, because I feel that a lot of people get them mixed and oh, see how easy it is to like have like someone put in jail for like abusing a woman, even though it might not be true.
Mhm.
I don't know if there's stats to back. I don't know if that's the case though, because I hear that a lot. Like, oh, if someone accuses me of rape or abuse, I have to prove that I didn't do it, and I just don't know if that's true.
Mm.
But I do agree on the public opinion. But people are gonna have an opinion. People have stupid ass opinions on a lot of things. So I think his best bet is to, I mean, win this trial. And if he can prove that he was fired because of that, I don't know if there could be legal consequences to the fucking studios that fired him based on that accusation.
Probably not.
I don't
Like,
know.
not against the
Probably not. Yeah.
studios. Like, I think the only
And
thing he can hope for is that now that his name is cleared, they do call him back for like
hmm
yeah,
work, for new work. Since I don't think they're gonna bring him back for that Fantastic
but
Beast
Because
movie.
that's
so
the
let
thing that sucks. Because like you can be like, yeah, I don't care what people think. Like if I know that it's not true, then that's it. But the thing is that it started like affecting his job, and
but we and
if he was one of those celebrities that's just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like I made money already. Like I'm just gonna retire or whatever. But I think he's probably one of those actors that actually loves doing movies. And if this thing that is not true is affecting you, like having a job, then yeah, like fuck it. Like I want to clean my name and like make everyone know that I wasn't like guilty on this.
yeah, potentially, right? We want to be careful. Like
Yeah, potentially.
we still don't know. Like the trial's still going, so we want, because I like Johnny Depp. Like we want to believe it's not like I want to believe him,
Mhm.
hmm
but we want to. If she's about to take the stand, we also like, because I feel that also people fall into the category of like, was she the bad? Could it possibly be that both of them were beating the shit out of each other? Does it
Mm.
excuse any one of them? No, but there's that
Mhm.
possibility.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
there is,
Yeah,
but
so in cases like these, like yeah, it's just so hard because there's no really like, you can't like, oh, here's the evidence of when he slapped me back in 2007. Like you can't unless you have like video footage, like fucking Ray Rice. That guy's career was fucking over. Everything was over for that guy. Running back for the Ravens, he was like 26 when he beat the fuck out of his
was that the
fiance or
was that the one
girlfriend
in the elevator?
in the elevator.
Yeah. Okay.
And that guy's and he was a star in the Rising. Like he was one of the
Mhm.
premier running backs in the league. But there was such concrete evidence that yeah, that he never played another snap in the NFL.
Mhm.
And you're talking about losing millions of dollars. So this is what gets a little we're always uneasy because regardless of how they rule, like you will never know, bro.
Yeah.
Who was more, because yeah, like we said, like she's about to take the stand, like, oh, um, yeah, tell people that I hate you, and no one's gonna believe you. But we don't know the context of that, or I don't know the context of that. Like, tell them, even though it's not true, they're not gonna believe you. Or yeah, I just beat the fuck out of you, and tell them, and they're not gonna believe you. So that's why I don't look. I'll be honest with you. I don't. When it comes to celebrities, it's hard for me to relate. Because at the end of the day, like there's actual like domestic violence victims, um, in our society that are fucking helpless,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just hard for me to relate because I don't know the depth of their relationship. I don't know how much. I don't know if they would fist fight. I mean, I have my opinions. I'm of the belief that, and you guys might disagree with this. I'm of the belief that unless you have a gun pointed at you, there's absolutely no reason to hit a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
If she gets in your face or whatever, like the fucking thing that happened in Laredo with the shooting that um a guy and a girl were like started like fist fighting. Like I think as the physically stronger person is your fucking responsibility to get the fuck out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know if you guys have like a different thought, like, oh, if your girl pushes you, like that, you should be able to retaliate and like fucking beat her, or like where do you stand on that?
Well, like I mean, just to kind of bring it back a little bit, is that I remember in high school, you do those like UIL competitions, be it for like math, acting.
Yes.
Apparently, there's like a version of that for like criminal justice students. And I remember one thing that the teacher pointed out is he said that one of the things that they do at those competitions is they do these little scenarios where like you're a police officer, they just give you the report like from the dispatch, like hey, domestic abuse in this house, and then they hire actors to like create the scenario, and you're supposed to act as you would if you were a police officer.
Right.
And he said that the domestic abuse scenario, he said that everybody except one student passed it because when they got there, they all immediately assumed the guy was the aggressor. And that's not what happened. It was the woman. So when they went in there, the woman ended up attacking them when the police turned the back and attacked them, and they failed. They're like, it kind of failed. Only one guy got it right, and he's the one that figured out, oh, it was the woman, it was the wife that was abusing the husband. And so it really is just this, like, just a collective mindset. Everyone assumes, oh, it's immediately the guy, it's immediately the guy. And so I guess just to answer the question, like, is there ever a scenario where like a guy can like defend himself? I mean, I'm in the belief that yes, but it's context is everything, you know. It's one thing if, you know, she's just like, I don't know, I guess like slapping him lightly or something,
Yeah.
and you can just walk away from it, right? But if she comes back with like a weapon or something, well then yeah, by all means, like, your life is now being threatened, so
Right.
you should be allowed to, like, you know, defend yourself. But I don't know, that's kind of my thing. I think just context.
So I guess to because I think we're diving into hypotheticals here, which I like. Do you think, or this is for anyone, do you think you would react differently if, because also it's a relationship, so sometimes you're blind, you know, you treat, obviously you treat your significant other different. Like if your girlfriend slaps you, it's not the same as if you're at work and a fucking client just slaps the fuck out of you, a woman, right? The context matters, like you said. But within the same context, do you think you would react differently if your friend, not your girlfriend, your friend, someone you know, a woman, slaps you? Like you say, I don't know, you guys kind of get heated and she slaps you, or if your guy friend, like one of these two fucks, slaps the fuck out of you? Like, do you think your reaction to that situation would be different? And that's for anyone.
I don't know. Any of you guys want to take this one?
Sorry, I think my feed was freezing. Like I couldn't hear like half of it. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, that. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
No, if it's just that if you think you would react differently if someone that's not your girlfriend, just like maybe a friend, a woman,
Mhm.
you guys get into a heated argument and she slaps you, and then you're having like a heated kind of discussion with one of your guy friends, and it gets out of hand and he slaps the fuck out of you. Like, do you think you would react differently in those two situations, or would you react the same?
Fuck yeah, dude. Like I would beat the
Fuck
crap
yes,
out
what?
of my friend. Like what are you talking about?
Regardless of the gender.
Oh, because you said guy friend.
No. I said,
No,
would you react differently? I mean, would you react the same if your girlfriend slapped the fuck out
Oh,
of you? Or
I
your
understand.
guy
I
friend slapped-
thought you said guy friend. No, like my
No,
body. Yeah, fuck
so
yeah.
guy friend,
Oh, fuck him up.
guy friend. So I guess my question is, I guess I got frozen. My question is, would you react differently? Let's just go with it. Would you react differently if your girl, not your girlfriend, your
Mhm.
female friend
Mhm.
slaps the fuck out of you in a heated argument, or if your guy friend, like if one of these two fucks in a heated argument slaps the fuck out of you? Do you think you would have different reactions?
Yeah.
How would it be different?
Let me see if I'm understanding this correctly, because like I think
Okay.
you keep phrasing.
Oh, I'm
If
sorry.
if my female friend slaps me, or if
Uh-huh.
my male friend slaps me, you're asking if it's gonna be different?
If you would have a different reaction to those two circumstances.
Yeah.
In what sense?
That I will beat the shit out of my male friend.
And how would you react to your female friend slapping you?
I don't know. I
You
mean,
wouldn't beat the
I
fuck out of
wouldn't
her?
hit her. No. Like it depends, like on like the context and everything. But like, if she's like coming at me, like it's not just one slap. She keeps coming at me.
No, both
Like,
both
the
of
first-
them, both same circumstance. Don't that shit.
Mhm.
Same circumstance. All two of them. They just, hey, what the fuck, and that you're wrong about this. They just fucking slap the fuck out of you. Different days, right? They just fuck. I mean, at that point, you're probably the problem, right? But
Yeah,
different
I'm
days,
the problem. Yeah.
they slap the fuck out of you.
Mhm.
You would have a different reaction. You said you would get into a fist fight with your guy friend,
Yeah.
but you would allow
Not
it
a fist
from
fight.
your
I would
female
just
friend.
beat the shit out of him.
Like just be yeah.
Retaliate.
It's not gonna
Okay,
be
but
a
you
fist
wouldn't
fight.
beat the shit out of your female friend.
No.
You wouldn't beat the shit out of your female friend. How would you react to that?
Like I said, if she's coming at me, I will try to restrain him.
Stop
Her.
adding if she's coming at me. They both of them.
Well, she's
same
coming at me.
circumstance,
I'm
They
gonna-
slap. No. Stop adding. She's coming at me. She slaps the fuck out of you, and then she just stares you down. Your guy friend slaps
Bro,
the
am
fuck
I
out of you,
am I in
and
the
he just
fucking
stares you
Maury
down.
show, dude? Like, what the fuck is this?
Because you want to because you want to excuse the fact that you were like, and it's cool, right? That's your opinion. You want to excuse, because with your guy friend you didn't say, oh, if he's coming at me, you just said, I'll just beat the fuck out of him.
Uh-huh.
With your female friend, you want to have the same reaction, but to make it, I guess, more palatable for like the audience, you say, yeah, if she's coming at me. No,
But I never
They
said
both
that. I
say-
never said that I will hit her. I never said that.
He said that he would
it's because you
restrain
got
her.
okay. That was
Yeah, I'm gonna
So-
restrain her. Like, if it's one slap and then she stops, I'm
she
just gonna
stares you
get
down.
mad and I'm gonna tell her, like, stop fucking
Yeah,
doing
like,
that.
what the fuck are
But
you
if she
doing?
keeps coming to me, like, I'm just gonna restrain her. That's all I'm
Stop
gonna do.
saying-
I didn't say I'm gonna hit her.
Stop saying if she's coming at me, because you're adding that. You're adding
What do you
that to kind
mean?
of excuse you.
No, and in the context,
No one's
like,
coming
let's
at you.
say-
No one's
let's
coming
say-
at you.
let's
No
say
one's coming at him. No one's coming at him.
like Rene's trying to say before you cut him off, if it's in that situation where she slaps him and then stares him down, he would just talk to her, be like, "What the fuck?" If a guy slaps him and stares him down, he would beat the shit out of him. But you kept on cutting him off.
Yeah.
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 Because he's saying, if she's coming at me, I'm like, I'm not, forget about, that's a totally different scenario. Because I could say, hey, man,
well, that's why I'm saying there's two scenarios. Like, if she just slaps me and stops there, that's it. I'm not going to do anything.
That's the hypothetical.
Yeah, so I'm adding the other scenario. I'm explaining what would happen.
Because this is what I'm going to just, so you can understand the why I'm getting triggered at
the
this
stupid
moment.
question that I'm asking.
Hey, if my guy friend pushes me,
also, what would you call him? My guy friend. What the fuck is that?
So that you could distinguish between your guy friend.
Hey, I'm with my guy friends.
No. So you could, because the hypothetical involves a male, and okay, my male friend pushes
That sounds
me.
worse.
I'm gonna push him back, and it might escalate, right? But what you're doing, you're adding more weight on the female perspective. So it's like if I said my male friend pushed me, I pushed him back, and I started beating the fuck out of him. Cool. What if your female friend pushed you? Well, if she pushed me and then she took out like a knife and then she was coming at me trying to stab me, I would.
But you're wrong. No. You're wrong because I explained.
You don't have.
I explained what will happen if it was just one slap. I explained what will happen, and then if you add some more context to it, like something else happens, I explain what will happen then. Like, I don't get it, dude.
Because it just seems that with
stop, hater, Juan. Am I making sense?
You are making sense. You are making sense. Like, I'm understanding what you're saying. What I'm trying to figure out is why you felt the need to add more weight on the female circumstance, but not on the male circumstance. You didn't say on the guy. Oh, and also if he comes at me with a knife and he takes out a gun, like you just said, yeah, I'll beat the fuck out of him.
Because if from the first moment he tries to attack me, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. So I don't have to add anything else to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would have different. I guess at the end of the day, what I just wanted to know that you just made a fucking storm inside of a shot glass.
I did.
You would have different reaction.
No, it's because he doesn't give a fuck. Remember.
This is like the Laura in America show, dude. Like, what the fuck is this?
I think also the freezing wasn't helping.
Now, don't add something to it.
It's because every time you would stop, your frame would freeze when you would say, and then if she's coming at, and then it stopped for like 2 seconds, and then you were going off. Yeah, I would have to defend myself. So I guess that's where.
So in the meanwhile, like when I was frozen, you were making shit up in your mind, and you were like, "No, this motherfucker."
It's like this motherfucker just wants to beat women.
No,
he's trying to excuse it.
No, it's not even about
that.
Is
this CNN? Am I on CNN?
It's not even about that. He's not even like. It's not even about that. Like, if he was beating women, like, to each their own, right? Like, we probably wouldn't be doing this podcast, right? If he was beating women. I'm not saying he's beating women. I want to be clear on that. I just wanted a clarification on the on the hypothetical. But he just seemed that he was like squirming his way around. But no, we got it. We got it on record.
Okay, good to know. All right, hater, same question.
Yeah.
And then hater's like, yeah, I will beat the shit out of her.
He's like, yeah, I beat the fuck out of her.
Hey, and no one's coming at you with a knife. Say just a slap and stare you down.
I have the same answer. Like, I wouldn't fucking hit a woman, even if she fucking came at me or didn't come at me or whatever the fuck. But if it's a guy, I would beat the shit out of him.
What if like one of these two, like Rene or Juan? What if someone like like personally, and they just get they just slap the fuck out of you, but they apologize immediately? Like, they slap the fuck out of you, and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Hey man, I'm really sorry."
Well, then I would make a
I'm really
joke
sorry,
as
man.
to why the fuck did they slap me? What are they, a woman?
Oh no.
It's like, what are you, Will Smith?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all. I don't know. Feel that the essence of this podcast, we tend to debate a lot of things that we're kind of like on the same, side. I feel.
We weren't
I don't know,
debating
man.
anything.
I got pretty heated, so now I feel like beating a woman. We're just gonna go out in the streets and then hit it like a woman, slap a woman.
Just go.
Okay, look, time out. You could cut this if you want, but for future let's say you don't feel comfortable with the hypothetical, like Rene a moment ago, you could just say, hey, you know what, man, I'm not comfortable answering that. And you don't have to, hey, buddy. And I would slap the fuck out of this guy. And you don't have to, that way you don't have to like dance around the answer.
Let me look if there's any like application for CNN, dude, because you should work for them. Like that's literally what they do. It's literally
Just
what they
fucking
do.
twisting the words around.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of like with the student teacher one that, like, answer the question. You're like, okay, Juan, but you don't have to freak out. It's just a question. What do you mean? I'm answering the fucking question. Like, that's all I did.
So there's a pattern. So for the audience, there's a pattern. Like you can see what's happening.
And
Yeah, but they can't see this one because it got cut on the student one.
No.
It didn't make it. It's not in the
but
episode.
it'll make it in one of the promos.
Oh, okay.
I guess. By the way, just for the audience listening at home or in their cars, this was our serious topic of the day. This was actually like our serious topic, and it just fucking derailed into chaos. I don't know, man. I like it. I feel. I mean, I'm okay. I try to be as serious as I can, but sometimes these conversations can't. They just fucking derail off a cliff. But I don't know if anyone has anything else to add to the Johnny Depp, Amber Heard thing, or like domestic violence in general. I mean, it's bad. I guess we could all agree on that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, do you want to add something about domestic violence? Like,
It's like, it's bad.
it's bad.
Yeah. All right.
And I know they're hypotheticals. But maybe like I'd have a different.
Oh,
maybe
what
I
would you
have
do?
like a different. Oh, me? Yeah, no.
Mhm.
That's why I'm saying that I feel that we debate things we're on the same side of. I think I would do the same thing. So I don't know why this got out of hand so quickly.
But if she's coming at you,
I mean, and I'm not. No, I feel that.
But what if she's coming at you with a
I'm not a
knife?
violent person. I would have to incapacitate her, like maybe like choke holder.
Oh,
like,
so
hey, let go of the knife.
Oh,
Let go of the knife. Let go of the knife.
so you would touch her.
Yeah, but I wouldn't beat her. I would be like, hey, let go of the knife. Thank you. And don't do that again, please. I love you. That's what.
but then what if she has like another knife, like hidden?
Nah, I think at that point, like I already de-escalate. Like, I would pat her down. Like, hey, give me that knife.
Doesn't?
You're good. Get out of here. Mijo, hazte pa allá. Nothing but love. No domestic violence is going on in this.
That's
in
domestic
this
violence,
household.
dude.
Does that motherfucker look like a guy that's been a victim of domestic violence? Look at that guy.
You never know, dude. You never know.
I think I don't think I would have such a quick response though, violently, like even with a guy.
Mhm.
Like if someone slapped me, like I think like Jesus said, like turn the other cheek. Well, I wouldn't do that, but I would be like, hey man, don't be doing that shit. No.
Turn the other cheek so
Hey,
you
man.
could get slapped on the other cheek too.
Hey, you guys are the Catholics, not me. So
Sure,
I would
buddy,
be like,
sure.
like let's Like let's say we're having like a heated argument, and then like I would give a fair warning. Hey man, don't be doing that shit because next time I'm gonna fuck you up.
I don't believe you.
Is that fair? Is that like a fair?
I mean, we're talking a guy or a girl?
A guy.
And she's coming at you, or
No, like Rene said, in all seriousness, I think context has a lot to do with it too. Like, I don't know, like let's say like if someone like I mean, it's hard to imagine, but like my brother or my dad, like if they got physical like that, where they punch me or anything, I think more than anything, I would be like hurt, not physically, but like, oh shit, like I think this is a line that shouldn't be crossed among family. Like that would mean like bigger issues than a fucking physical punch.
Mhm.
I mean, my brother and I have punched each other, but like playing basketball, that we get heated and we're like fucking elbowing each other's faces. But that's different than to have a disagreement to the point where you feel the need to like physically attack someone else. With I guess what I'm trying to say, with a woman, the threshold to be physical would definitely be higher. To Rene's point, like, oh, she's armed, or sometimes she's coming at you, bro, and you have no choice but to and also, I know it's kind of vague to just say hit back. Do you mean subdue until you're able to calm her down? Or do you mean just straight up just start throwing haymakers where you just fucking fuck her up?
no,
Like, I
I said,
think
like
throwing
restrain
haymakers-
her. You have the.
Yeah,
I mean,
think
in most situations, you're the more powerful.
yeah,
human
you're
being.
the physically stronger person.
Yeah. So
So-
and it
so
and it will
you-
be the same if it was someone weaker and it was just like a random, I don't know, like something
that's a good point.
What?
Yeah, that's a good. I think I know what you're gonna say. It's like if you go to HEB, like the one that went viral in Laredo like a couple of years ago. That
With the old guy.
the viejito that he was like yelling at the.
Yeah.
Like if you're an employee at HEB and the viejito,
Mhm.
"Y tú qué?" And you're like, "Oh, señor, y tú qué pendejo?" And he pushes you. Like, I think you would be wrong to just start throwing fucking haymakers and beating the fuck out of him. He's a fucking 85-year-old guy. The responsibility, I would think, is on you to walk away. Oh, sir, look, man, if you're gonna get physical like that, like, I'm gonna have to call police. Like, don't do that again. Like, in that circumstance, I could see how that scenario makes sense. If a guy your age is like getting physical with you, so you don't know, bro. In all seriousness, like, someone your age with a couple of punches can fuck you up. It's happened. Like, we talked about it recently, like at the Querétaro riot. Some of these guys with 2-3 haymakers, they were like fucking unconscious on the floor. So at that point, it's not the retaliation aspect. Oh, he fucking punched me. Let me punch him back to retaliate. No, man. Like, I gotta fucking defend myself because this guy can fucking kill me if he doesn't control himself and starts like just fucking me up, and I let him. And with an old person or a woman, like, I think your threshold should be higher, and it shouldn't get to the point where you beat your 30-40 pound lighter girlfriend, 3 or 4 inches shorter girlfriend, beat the fuck out of her just because she put her hands on you. If she put her hands on you, I would suggest to really, really reevaluate the relationship, because just like I said with like my dad or my brother, like, great guys, by the way, like, it's hypothetical. That means that the relationship is very broken for there to be those like kind of like Johnny Depp's and Amber Heard's. Like, the relationship,
I don't
is
know,
already
man. I
kind
think
of,
there's
like,
still love in there.
when there's violence.
No, in the Johnny Depp case.
You think I don't know. I don't know if you're being, because I haven't followed it. I'm just going off of by what you've said.
Bro, she took
I
a
don't know
shit
if
in
you're-
his bed.
Shit in his bed.
Of course not.
Allegedly, or she did.
No, she did. There's pictures.
I think
She
I
did.
think she
Oh,
did.
there's-
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah,
Like this guy right here.
like her defense team was arguing that like it was the dog, but like they're like, man, our dogs don't even weigh like 4 pounds. Like, no way. Like, did our dogs produce a turd that big?
Yeah. Shit.
I don't know. I was gonna ask you guys, like, y'all ever seen a situation, or if you've ever been in one where where like a guy does hit like a girl or a girl hits
Oh
like a
shit!
guy.
I thought you were gonna say like, have y'all seen like a girl
Oh, where
take a
someone
shit
shit on the
a
bed? No.
Um,
It's like guys, everybody knows women don't poop. See, Johnny Depp's full of shit.
yeah. No, I mean, sometimes I hear my neighbors like argue, but I don't think it's ever got into the.
Like physical.
I mean, I don't think they get
Actually-
into the fucking water.
Actually, when I used to live in like in apartments, there was this couple that would get into fights, but like really loud, and I never heard anything like that sounded like they were like physically fighting, but man, they would like yell like some like messed up things, and like I was like it got to the point where I was like maybe I'm gonna have to call like the police or something like, and but then nothing happened,
Yeah.
and then they moved.
Especially because you don't want to be that guy. It puts you in an uncomfortable position because you don't want to be that guy where you come home from work and then you just see a bunch of cops carrying out like a body bag, and you're like, "Fuck! If I would have called the cops, I could have prevented this." But you don't want to be in the other circumstance where your neighbors are going to be. Well, it was obviously this motherfucker that called the cops, so now you have that issue, and then they're like having a great time the next day. And
Yeah,
then you have an
like
issue
what
with
if
the
nothing
guy.
happened and then like they start beating you up?
Yeah, and then the girl's coming at you with a knife. Like you don't want to be in
And then
that.
she takes a shit on your bed.
You don't want to be in that circumstance. So it reminded me of the movie. A little side note of the movie Joyride with Paul Walker.
Yeah.
And I remember, what's the other guy's name? Billy Zane is the guy from Titanic.
No, it's oh, son of a bitch. Yeah.
Holy fuck!
I know who
I
you're
cannot-
talking about. God fucking damn it.
It's not Billy Zane though.
No,
It would have been
it's-
cool though. Steve Zahn.
Steve, there
Billy
it is.
Zane.
Yes.
Same guy. Same
Steve
shit.
Zahn, yes.
Same shit. Yeah, that they prank call or they prank radio some truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all seen it? I don't know if I have
I've
to
seen
explain
it.
the plot.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they you should. I think it's on one of the streaming services. It's a pretty good movie. They prank they're doing like a cross country trip. Paul Walker and Steve Zahn, and they have like a CV radio thing for like the truck drivers have, and they start like flirting with a truck driver, and then they're like, "Hey, yeah, meet me at so and so room or whatever." So they make a date with the driver because they're making like a woman voice, and it's next to they do it next to their room where they're gonna stay. Because the guy was being an asshole. The
like,
guy that
yeah.
was their neighbor, he was being an
He
asshole.
was
So
being
they're like, "Oh,
like abusive or some shit.
yeah,
So
let's
Yeah.
Go.
So when they get on the radio, they prank radio the driver that they were like fucking with, pretending to be a girl, and they're like, "Hey, like I'm at this hotel," and the truck driver responds, "What room?" And they tell him the abusive guy. So then when the driver shows up and he gets in there, he sees some guy attacking the girl, and again they pranked him. He thinks he's there for a hookup, and he sees some guy hitting on the girl. So what does he do? He fucking kills the motherfucker.
yeah." But they're listening like through the wall. No, but I don't know if there was another person in the room because what I remember is that they're like listening through the wall, and then they just hear like. So either these guys were going at it or he was murdering him. And then the next day they wake up and there's like a bunch of cops and they're like interviewing them like, "Hey, do you recognize this man or whatever?" And then I think they go to like I don't know. Fuck. I don't know why they would go to the morgue if they didn't know the motherfucker. But I think they go like to the hospital or how they show them how they found him. He was like in the middle of the road, like with a all fucking open, like from his throat and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, he fucked them up pretty good. Yeah, so it's a thriller, and then the dude knows it's them, like he's been following them, but like from a distance. So they're kind of panicking because they don't know when this guy might show up.
Good movie.
Yeah, good movie. I would recommend it.